Hello, friends. Welcome to this episode of Let's Talk. No prizes for guessing. In this episode, we are going to talk about the just concluded India tour of Australia. Going into Adelaide, as most of you know, that was the best team on paper. But the Australians bundled us out for 36 and they used up all their luck. Just like most of you, just after that match at Adelaide, I thought we were definitely looking at a 4 drubbing. With Virat Kohli and both Shami gone, we had to bring in Jadeja and Siraj, and what inspired selections those have become. So in Melbourne, the way Jadeja and Rahane played out, especially Rahane, the way they showed the courage and character and won us that game, sort of gave us all the belief that we probably have a chance of leveling this series and still retaining the Border Gavaskar Trophy. And going into the Test match in Sydney, with 130 overs to defend, I thought I still had a belief somewhere. Maybe with Ashwin and Vihari, we could probably block it. But wow, I didn't believe it. With 130 overs to go, with Line in such good form like he's always been, that we could actually hold on for 130 overs. But what courage and fight by Ashwin and Vihari in that match. I mean, I would I would put that draw as good as high as the Brisbane win, because it's not easy that the with the injuries they had. Ashwin, as he himself claimed, that he couldn't sit at all the whole day and the previous night as well, with such back pain, and with Vihari injuring his hamstring. The way they fought that time, it was phenomenal. I know some of my friends who they say that I follow Test cricket and I like it. They say, are you saying that somebody plays for 5 days and you still settle out for a draw? But you have to watch one of the Test matches live at a ground. Then you realize how difficult it is to see through those tough phases. A draw is as good as a win, because in Test match, that's like most people say, it is like life. Sometimes you have to just stay there, hang in there to see the next match. So that sets it up nicely for Brisbane. Nobody eyed in with us losing both Jadeja and Ashwin, and with us not knowing who the playing 11 is going to be right until the morning. I'm going to say this series. India were sort of aligned to win this, destined to win this. So if you look at it, it all happened for us. So going into that fourth match, with all due respect, Ashwin and Jadeja are phenomenal all-rounders, but with six down, the way Washington Sundar and Shardul Thakur played, not sure if both Jadeja and Ashwin could have clicked on that day like that. So it just worked for us, really worked for us, that both Washington Sundar and Shardul Thakur played the way they did. And in the second innings, I mean, I didn't even watch, because I thought when we went to sleep at the fourth day, we could probably really put up a fight and maybe draw. Mostly Brisbane doesn't give you a draw. So I thought it's been a wonderful series. We have been alive till the last day of the series, which itself is a great thing. When you're touring abroad, and I thought, okay, Nathan Light might finish with his 400 and might even go on to do 402. But to wake up to win was like phenomenal, unbelievable experience. And with a lot of people say with Pant, right? I never used to be a major fan of Pant even before the series. Although he scored 100, I would always prefer Saha, because he would. If you drop a Labuschagne or a Smith, and then it does not matter if you give that extra 20-30 runs in the form of punt. But Srikanth always used to say, if you play punt, even though he may get out cheaply on 7 games, but the 3 games he's going to win those. And in this series, he proved that. He probably definitely is a future. The way he played counter-attacked in Sydney and the way he played in Brisbane, it's okay if he drops. It does. I think I've come to, and I'm going to align with most people and say it's okay if he drops. He could improve his keeping, but the way he won those games is phenomenal. I mean, the fearless batting, the way that game was set up. If not for punt, we would have probably lost the series, because if he wouldn't have counter attacked, maybe Ashwin and Vihari would have had to play some longer time. They may have, but what a brilliant series it has been, and just everybody, genuinely everybody had contributed. Like, of course, let's not forget Pujara. And a lot of people, why is Pant going like that, and why can't Pujara bat like that? Why is getting hit 200? And like most of you have said, and most of you have known, that is the difficult part. I mean, Pant, even the great Pant will probably not be around after 3-4 years, but Pujara will be here for 10 years. That's the difficult part, to see out the tough spells, get hit on the body, and then be there for 200 runs so that somebody else could play. So let's not forget Pujara's contribution in this whole series. If not for him, again, if you didn't have one guy holding at the other end, we may not have probably won the series. So if you look at the performances of the series, the guys who really stood out, the guys to watch out for, I'm really, as always, like Ashwin, Rahane, and Pujara are our and Virat, of course, are our core test strength. But Washington Sundar, Shardul Thakur have been, and Siraj, of course, he is going to be part of our pace team for a while. So they've all been really. So if we were to look at, man of series for this whole series, I would definitely, in the top list would be Ashwin, Pant, Pujara, Rahane, and let's not forget one other important guy, the Aussie captain, Tim Payne. If not for his heroics behind the stumps, if he had hung on to simple regulation catches of punt and had done some reasonable stumpings, India would have lost the series. So, kudos to the Australian captain for spending a lot of time talking to Ashwin and not bothering to concentrate on keeping. If not for him, we would have lost the series. So I'm really, excited and looking forward to the England series. And to sum it up, I know a lot of people who are followers of Test cricket will agree this win is as good as the World Cup win for us. People who have been following the Indian cricket through the 90s who have had. So this was a time to cherish, guys. Let's keep it going for until the time the England series starts. So all the very best for the team India, and hope you all had a good time. I'll see you again on another episode of Let's Talk. See you later.